Good. So we're going to continue on with our practice of love and compassion, or some people call it a loving kindness practice. And we've been starting that practice of, yes, all the things you may know of, wishing people the feeling of safety, wishing people the realization of peace, all these things that, of course, we wish others. But as we've been going through, we may not know that knowingly or unknowingly, we might have been wishing people ill being. It's like, no, I don't do that. But if we're honest, we might be doing that. It's very subtle. That's why we might not pick it up. If we say something like, oh, they shouldn't do it that way. They're not going to do it right. They're going to fail at that. It just sounds like an opinion. It just sounds like conversation. But it's a very disguised way of wishing ill-being or wishing failure or seeing failure for that person. So it's okay if those things are there. When we are honest, oh, that's what that is. If we allow ourselves to touch those moments when we may have wished ourselves or others ill-being, that's when that realization comes of like, oh, that feels horrible. Or you may even feel for a moment shame, like you don't want anyone to see, ooh, did I do that? It's like, ooh, you touch it and it feels pretty awful. And the importance of touching something like that is because you know right away, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to wish people ill-being. So that's why I'm not going to engage in that thought of, feeling superior, seeing someone inferior, trying to be right and the other person wrong, trying to see someone will fail if they do it this way and not my way. Because I don't want to water the seeds of ill-being. I wish to water the seeds of, for people, everyone to realize in their mind and heart, peace. That's what I wish in terms of well-being. That's what I want to water. So in this practice of wishing others well-being, you may hit little stumbling blocks, whether it's not being able to genuinely do it for ourselves, whether it's seeing someone you have conflict with and not being able to wish them peace, realization of peace in their mind. It's because there's those little bits of hurt, and over top of that hurt are things like anger, and it wants to actually wish them ill-being. It thinks it's protecting you. So what we want to do with that is uncover it and realize, oh, you're not protecting me, anger. What you're actually doing is watering the seeds of ill-being in myself and others. I don't want to do that. Okay, so tonight in our practice, we'll continue with our loving kindness practice for ourselves, for someone we care about, neutral, and then perhaps a person or an area that we know there is conflict, that is a more difficult case to wish well-being. And we'll just see if there's any moments where we're not free to wish that well-being, where our heart is not full and open. And if it isn't open and full, we know there may be little moments of anger or hurt. I may need to just slip into that little practice of understanding that it's okay to touch that ill-being. It can transform.